Report, State Bank is proud to support the future leaders of our community. Right now they're announcing the starting lineups, and let's go over and announce them with the PA announcer. Starting with the Wendover Wildcats is going to be Alicia Hernandez alongside Tabby Bateman, Millie Hicks, Natalie Alvarez, and Phoenix Dubois. Natalie Alvarez yesterday hoisted up a lot of threes in that first half. Didn't get going though till the fourth, but she led the way in scoring.
Yeah, she did a good job there at the end. Led the way with 17 points. Hicks and Dubois also added 13 points apiece, so it's important to get that balance to go along with Alvarez.
And on the other side, it's going to be Amy Morgan, Kaisley King, Cameron Gaylor, Tazy Morgan, and Kennedy King. And Cameron Gaylor yesterday was absolutely unstoppable. She finished with 17 points, but I think a lot of her defense led to open opportunities on the other end.
And that's what she did on Wednesday as well. Gaylor having a terrific tournament, doing it on both ends, starting with her defense to get those easy fast break layups and the offense going.
Well, let's get going with today's game between the 9th seed Piute Thunderbirds and the 12th seed Wendover Wildcats as we get ready for the United Mine Workers of America tip-off. UMWA is a powerful voice since 1890, the union for all workers. To join UMWA for a more secure future, call today at 435-820-2692. Dallin, what would your keys to today's game be for both of these teams as we get going?
It's going to be pretty basic, as any coach will say. Take care of the ball, force turnovers on defense, and get easy baskets early. Don't settle for anything outside. Try to work it inside first, and then let the outside shots follow.
Beautiful play as Bateman can't get it to go down low. Here come the Thunderbirds the other way. Up top is King. She'll hand it off to Morgan. Amy Morgan, a really good three-point shooter.
She came into this tournament with 37 made threes, well over 40 now after the first 2 days of the 1A tournament.
Running jumper, no good that time from Kaisley King, but she has another opportunity. She's at the top of the key. Shot clock didn't reset, so we're under 10 now, but it's an interception and a steal by Bateman, going the other way. Bateman's going to take a running three in transition. Can't bake it off the glass. Millie Hicks with a putback, no good. And rebound finds its way out to the Thunderbirds. Here they go quickly. Kaisley King, though, can reach out with the far pass from the other side. That's going to be another turnover for Piute.
And Tazy Morgan trying to get out in transition, just put it a bit too far out there, and it's the first Piute turnover.
Here comes Alvarez the other way. As you mentioned, she played very well yesterday. Finished with 17 points to lead her team. Here's Hicks. Out to Dubois. Thought about a deep two. Now she'll take it. Steps to her right. That one's no good. Rebound finds its way out to Amy Morgan.
And that's a good look for the Wildcats. Just couldn't get that one to fall. Dubois being confident here early.
Here it is near side with Kaisley King. Now at the free throw line with Tazy Morgan. Now it's up top with Gaylor. Ball finds its way back over to the right. Here's Morgan for three. Can't connect. Millie Hicks with the rebound.
And those are the looks that Piute likes to get. Morgan open there on that near wing. Just couldn't get that one to fall, but she'll hit those as the game progresses if she's continued to be left open.
Alvarez looking down low for Hicks. Nice read that time by the defense, but Alvarez able to get it up and back in for two.
And just good persistence there from the Wildcats, not giving up, nearly turned it over. Instead, Alvarez, right place, right time, able to go back up inside the paint.
Almost good defense that time by Kaisley, but she couldn't corral it. And Wendover on the board first with 2 points. Here's King the other way for three. Can't get it to go. Phoenix Dubois down low at the board, and she is really good on both sides down low in the paint.
She is, and when she can get those offensive rebounds, she thought about the three there, really helps the offensive game for Wendover when she gets going on the block.
Here's Hicks down low. Oh, nice move by Bateman to be wide open, but she can't get the layup to go. Collects her own rebound, though. Here goes Hicks. Moving baseline. Nice step, and she gets two off the left side.
That was a good move there from Millie Hicks. A nice pass on the initial play, and then on the second chance opportunity, finishes up strong going through the T-Birds defense.
Here comes Piute the other way. Oh, a nice pass. Finds a wide open Kennedy King, but she can't get it to go from mid-range.
And Piute getting good looks offensively. Haven't been able to get that lid off the basket just yet.
So here's Alvarez looking to get something set up far side. Still looking to get something down low. Moving into the corner. She finally finds Dubois. A nice move as Phoenix gets two, this time off the right.
And now 3 different Wildcats have scored here the first 6 points of the game. Good ball movement for Wendover, getting those open looks under the basket.
Wildcats looking to go deep into the paint early on here in the first quarter. Here comes Piute the other way. Cameron Gaylor, quiet so far here in this first. She had a phenomenal fourth quarter in overtime where the majority of her points came in those 2 periods. And a foul will be called against the Wildcats.
And Hicks thought she got the steal there, but caught too much of the arm. That'll be the first foul of the game called, and so obviously the first on Hicks as well.
The Wildcats are coached by head coach Manny Alvarez, who's in his first season, and he's a very vocal coach. He likes to get after his players.
Yeah, and they respond well to that as well as Amy Morgan's open in the corner.
Nice offensive rebound, though, by the T-Birds. Here's Gaylor to the right. King for threes. Can't get it to go. Millie Hicks with another rebound down low. 15 and 25, doing work.
And the post for Wendover causing problems early on. Piute unable to get anything going inside offensively, having to take a lot of jumpers here early.
Here's Bateman far side as we're more than halfway here through the first quarter. Alvarez, she's going to take it. Kicks it out. Bateman's going to drive. Floater off the right side. Short. Here goes Alvarez. Oh, and a nice offensive rebound deep. Trying to find Hicks in the middle. She does. Ball's tipped around. It's lost for a moment. And a foul's going to be called. It looks to be against the Thunderbirds.
And Phoenix Dubois.
Actually, it's going to be against Dubois.
Dubois with the hook there, and almost a hockey foul there, and slashing, stopping the T-Birds from going to the ball. Just the first on Dubois, but now 2 on Wendover here early.
We mentioned that in our last game. Sometimes when the ball is on the floor, it can be easy to grab fouls, and it gets so physical, sometimes you just have to call one.
Now Piute here, still trying to break this 3-2 zone for the Wildcats, and it's another turnover.
3 now for the Thunderbirds here in the first quarter. Meanwhile, the Wildcats taking care of the basketball on their side.
And they're taking care of it and moving the ball still. It's always great when you can get those assists without turning the ball over. So far, 3 assists to no turnovers for the Wildcats.
Natalie left open in the corner. She can't get it to go. Oh, Dubois with a nice offensive rebound. Put back up and in. She is making her presence known right now in the first quarter.
And this is where she gets it going on the offensive end. You don't necessarily need to set up plays to get Dubois the ball on the block, but she'll get those offensive rebounds and go right back up with it.
Putback opportunities are her main game, as there's another steal by the Wildcats. It's Bateman in transition. She's going to move. Finds a beautiful pass to Hicks. Too strong, no good. Rebound goes out to King. And here's Casely. Oh, with a nice thread the needle over to Kennedy. Back out to Gaylor for 3. No good. Alvarez with the board.
And Piute just a bit rushed here offensively. Oh, what a move.
Alvarez goes right in between 2 Thunderbirds. Can't finish, though, on the glass. Timeout called by the Thunderbirds as they're still looking to get their first points of the game, and we'll take it with them. This is State Championship Basketball, brought to you by Lamb Excavating on TeamHive.live.
With highcountryrealty.net. With over 25 years helping buyers and sellers with their real estate needs. Give Camille a call and turn your dream into an address. highcountryrealty.net.
Junctiontown is your ATV destination, located in the middle of the Piute ATV trail system with the beautiful Beaver Mountains to the west and the Monroe Mountains to the east, and world-class trout fishing just minutes away. Wishing the T-Birds success.
And welcome back, coming out of the Zions Bank timeout. For big-time banking with a home team feel, Zions Bank is for you. And as we come back in, I think it's time for some Fab Rats trivia, Dallin.
It's always time to play Fab Rats trivia. So we ask a trivia question, you respond to uhsslive@gmail.com, and you win the best t-shirt of your life. Some say it's life-changing, that Fab Rats merch that you can win with the correct answer. But our trivia question for the game today, as Morgan gets the points on the board for the T-Birds. It is what color is Paul's wedding wow.
I don't think even I know that one.
I don't know, but what color is Paul's welding jacket? Email us your answer, and if you're right, you can win some Fab Rats merch at the Blackburn Propane broadcast booth over in the SVC.
And a turnover by the T-Birds is actually it'll stay with them during the jump ball. But as you just mentioned, Amy Morgan now with the first points for Piute. It wasn't from deep. She got a nice floater mid-range.
It was a nice floater, able to use the State Bank of Southern Utah backboard for the bank shot there. Sometimes just seeing one go in can get you going.
There's Gaylor down low. She's fouled. Hey, State Bank of Southern Utah, experience the difference of hometown banking.
And you know, it's only noon. The State Bank of Southern Utah is definitely still open, as Amy Morgan showed us all here.
Yeah, it gets a little iffy as we get to the later games. You never know. You never know. Nice pass down low to Morgan, though. Oh, and a beautiful block, though, by Millie Hicks.
There's great timing there from Hicks. Wildcats defense been strong early on.
Alvarez with the spin move loses the basketball. First turnover for the Wildcats. Here come the Thunderbirds in transition. Morgan trying to get it over to Kennedy, but it's going to be out of bounds. That's another fifth turnover here in this first quarter.
And just a bit too fast there on the fast break. Rylan Kennedy unable to corral it there. And it was the right idea again for Piute, just unable to fully execute here early on.
Thunderbirds looking to pick up that defense early in the full court as Millie Hicks goes coast to coast, but can't get the layup to drop. Cameron Gaylor with the rebound.
And a good look there from Hicks, just a bit too strong on the layup.
Morgan outside, three-pointer, no good that time from Kennedy King. Rebound back out to Amy, but she loses it. Hernandez corrals and gives it to Alvarez. Here comes Natalie, moving right to left. Thought about a three for a moment, now she's going to drive. Spin move, kicks it out. It's tipped out of bounds by the T-Birds. And we're mentioning Cameron Gaylor a few times on the boards, but how can they get number 22 to get some buckets?
And I think it starts with that full court pressure defense that they came out with here after the Zions Bank timeout. Just trying to mix up the tempo for the Wildcats, finding ways to get it steals and transition buckets, especially as the outside shots aren't falling early in the half court.
Here's Alvarez for three. That's short. Nice box out that time by Kaisley King as she finds Gaylor in transition, but it's a little bit too far, and another turnover for Piute.
And another good idea there, even though you don't force the turnover, Piute off the defensive rebound, out in transition, just haven't been able to connect on that outlet pass.
So substitution coming in for the Wildcats as it will be Collazo checking in. As Hicks will come out for the first time today. 13 seconds remaining here in this first quarter. Let's see if the Wildcats can add to their lead.
Now Alvarez will hold for a final shot here.
Coach telling her to push. Now she goes. Floater's up. No good off the glass. Here's Morgan the other way. Could she get a shot off? It's going to be a little bit too late. And that will do it here for the first quarter, as it's been all Wendover leading 8-2. This state championship basketball brought to you by Farm Bureau Financial Services Chad Lyman on KTTA 8.1.
The town of Kingston proudly supports all Piute High School athletes. Best of luck to all the hard-working Region 20 teams in the tournament games. Go Thunderbirds.
KP Livestock Covers builds tough, custom livestock covers, farm structures, and more built to last. If you can dream it, we can build it. Proudly supporting 1A sports and the communities that make them great. Call Kate Severe for customizations, quotes, and deliveries at 435-418.
We welcome you back into the Blackburn Propane broadcast booth. Warmth you can rely on, powered by family, fueled by trust. Nate Thatcher alongside Dallin Richards as we see the 9th seed Piute Thunderbirds currently trailing the 12th seed Wendover Wildcats 8-2. And I think you have to attribute it to the turnover margin. Piute with 6 and only 1 for Wendover.
Yeah, and Wendover's done a good job moving the ball, getting the ball down low in the paint where all their points are coming, as you see Hicks again under the basket.
Knows how to move with the ball, can't get it, but there's another putback by who else? Phoenix Dubois.
6 points now for Dubois, down low, 4 of them coming off of offensive rebounds. Being strong, just going right back up with it.
Thunderbirds going to have to learn how to box her out as Casely's got it in the corner. Here's Gaylor driving baseline out to Morgan for a mid-range jumper. Rattles out. Hicks with the rebound.
And that was better ball movement for the T-Birds there. And Morgan just unable to get the mid-range jumper to fall. But those are the looks that if you're head coach Tim Westwood, you have to trust that those will start falling later into the game.
Bateman's got it near the logo. As T-Birds sticking with a man defense. Here's Alvarez. 15 on the shot clock. Now she's got to go. And she's going to be fouled up top. Looks to be against Gaylor.
And just with the hip check there is Alvarez so quick around the screen to turn the corner and get downhill. The first foul on Piute here in the second quarter.
So Kennedy will check in for Morgan as Alvarez and company will have another look at this. They find Hicks in the corner. Millie out for 3 on the other end. No good that time from Montalvo. It's going to be out of bounds and looks to be a foul against Phoenix Dubois.
And just got caught with the push there trying to get an offensive rebound. Now 2 fouls on Dubois. We'll see as she heads to the bench there. Don't want her getting into any more early foul trouble early on.
So now you have to think the Wildcats in a small disadvantage with her not on the floor. Let's see if Piute can take advantage.
And Piute trying a lot from the outside. Hurley, that shots usually fall. Now they go straight inside, but Millie Hicks is there with the rejection.
Beautiful defense that time by Millie. Here comes Alvarez in transition. Slows things down, picks up her dribble. Looking to find a teammate, finds Bateman. Bateman, far side. Looking to drive. Now dishes it back out to Millie. A lot of congestion on that far side. Here's Montalvo. And she's going to double dribble with the basketball. Only the second turnover for the Wildcats here in this game.
Yeah, they've done a good job keeping care of the ball and not turning it over. That one there, just double dribble. Got caught. A lot of congestion, as you said, that far corner.
Thunderbirds have been able to get some good shots up, but just still only 1 bucket here in this first half.
And another Piute turnover.
7 now in the first half. Here goes Hicks. Over to Montalvo. And once again, she's going to carry her feet a little bit too much, and that's 2 straight turnovers for Leslie Montalvo.
And I hate to throw you under the bus, but I feel like Wendover fans can blame you since you talked about them only having 1 turnover in the first quarter.
I always forget about the broadcaster jinx until you bring it up, and then it'll happen again every game. I guarantee it. And I'll take full credit. I take full responsibility. Here's Gaylor in the middle. She loses it once again. There's a turnover for Piute. They're trying to get it to their star, but she's not working with it. Here's Alvarez the other way with a beautiful spin move. And the shot falls down for Natalie. She's got 4 now.
Put him through the spin cycle. Alvarez getting through the paint. Missing up a tough floater off the nifty spin.
Almost a tip ball going the other way. Great defense that time by Collazo. It's going to stay here, though, with the T-Birds as they now trail it by double figures. Let's take a look back again at that Alvarez spin move.
Saquon Barkley-esque.
I love that reference. Alvarez so shifty on both sides of the floor, but especially weaving her way through defenders as the 3 is up and finally rattles down for the T-Birds. Kennedy King with our first Bryce Canyon City 3-pointer.
And the second best 3-point shooter on the season for the T-Birds gets 1 to go in. Sometimes that first shot can open up the floodgates for hot shooting teams.
That's a big one to cut the lead to 7. Alvarez misses. Hicks with another offensive board. Gets it down low to Hernandez. Turnaround jumper's up, no good. But the ball looks to be off of Piute, so it's going to stay here with the Wildcats.
Now the 9th Piute turnover here, and that one all the credit on the fast break or on the backcourt defense there from Hernandez, not allowing the Piute offense to get up court.
Wildcats not giving up after losing a possession. And you can see that head coach Tim Westwood is telling his players to give a little bit more effort down here on the defensive side. Ball is on the floor, And so are bodies as well. It's going to be a jump ball that heads the other way, so there's a turnover for Wendover.
Number 4 for the Wildcats. Piute being a lot more aggressive on the defense down low, double teaming immediately on any entry pass onto the block.
5 points now for the T-Birds, 2 from Morgan, 3 from Kennedy King. Let's see what happens as Morgan's going straight into Alvarez, lose the ball for a moment, and then the ball gets kicked around. Back up top with Morgan, now in the corner with Kaisley King. Gets a nice pass in the middle to Morgan. Jump shot is up, and it's nothing but net.
Tazy Morgan there, good turnaround there. As soon as she caught the ball, she knew where she was on the court, just turned around and went right up with the shot.
Piute on a 5-0 run. Here's Alvarez, far side, down low to Hernandez. Back out to Natalie. Now Hicks has it. She's going to drive. Bateman near wing. Going baseline, lots of ball movement. Shot is up, no good that time. It's a miss. But Hernandez gets the board, but then she travels with the basketball.
Now the 5th turnover on the Wildcats. Turnover bug hitting Wendover as it did Piute there in the first quarter.
Collazo can't get the jump shot that time. And now if Piute gets a bucket right here, it's going to be a one-possession game. 3 is up, no good. Nice rebound that time by Kennedy, but a beautiful block by Millie Hicks once again.
That's already the 3rd block for Hicks here, and her timing is impeccable as Wendover takes a Zions Bank timeout.
We'll take it with him. This is state championship basketball brought to you by SC Broadband on 1aball.com and KSLSports.com.
Last Chance Lumber is located in Circleville, Utah, and specializes in custom rough cut lumber. They offer quality products at fair prices. Contact Scott Dalton today at 435-231-3263 for your next order. Go T-Birds! The town of Marysville wishes all participating teams good luck in the postseason tournaments. Located in Piute County, Marysville is known for its various ATV trails and gorgeous scenery. They host many annual events with activities for the whole family. Go Thunderbirds!
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
Welcome back into Richfield High School, coming out of that Zions Bank timeout. For banking designed to help you score more, guess who? Zions Bank is for you. Head coach Alvarez taking a timeout with Wendover. And Dallin, if you're Coach Alvarez, what are you focusing on in that timeout?
Yeah, keep the same defensive intensity. You're forcing a lot of Thunderbird turnovers, but you got to slow it back down on offense. A bit rushed here in the second quarter. 4 of the 5 turnovers for the Wildcats coming here in the second quarter as the Thunderbirds have found ways to score more like Zions Bank can help you do.
Yeah, they've cut that deficit in half from 12-2 to 12-7, but the Wildcats looking to try and get some points back on the other end. Alvarez with the ball near the logo. And Piute playing some tough defense, almost to steal that time. Hicks has it up top, picks up her dribble back over to Alvarez. Being a little loose with the ball right now, 15 on the shot clock. She'll go left to right, puts up a deep 3, no good, and a nice rebound that time by Kaisley King.
And that was a great box out, and that's what drew the foul, the second on Wendover here in the second quarter. And that'll be the first against Bateman.
So Tabby Bateman picks up her first as Collazo goes back to the bench. So ever since Phoenix Dubois went down with 2 fouls, it seems like that's where Piute started to make their run.
And that presence down low, when you have both Dubois and Hicks down low, it can be tough to get inside, but now Hicks manning the paint alone for the Wildcats defense.
Here's Kaisley driving baseline, intercepted by Millie Hicks. But then she turns it right back over the other way. Foul called down low. And let's see if that one's against Bateman as well. No, it's going to be against Hernandez. Should be her second. 3rd team foul, though, against Wendover here with just over 3 minutes to go here in the second quarter.
T-Bird struggling to get it inbounds.
Here's Piute the other way. King has it up top. Over and the other way. It's a three up by Kennedy, missing. Tazy with the rebound. She loses it out of bounds, though, and that's going to be another turnover for the Thunderbirds. Now have 11 on the game.
But dead ball turnovers are easier to live with if you're a coach because it doesn't allow Wendover to get out on the fast break. You can still set up this full court pressure defense that's broken with the speed of Alvarez.
There goes Natalie with a beautiful pass to Hernandez. She's fouled, though, on her layup attempt, so she'll head to the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line for two. And a reminder, you can find Legacy Ace Hardware at 159 North Main in Panguitch.
Yeah, not hard. Can't miss them there, especially if you put it into your maps. 159 North Main, Panguitch, Utah. It'll take you right there.
Yeah, can you miss it if you put it into maps?
You probably could, but it would be very hard to.
First foul goes against Rylan Kennedy as Hernandez gets nothing but net from the free throw line. Cameron Gaylor checking back in as Amy Morgan comes out. Gaylor still looking to get her first points of the game after finishing with 17 points in yesterday's contest against Monticello.
And just hasn't been able to get any transition buckets here early. And as Hernandez goes 1 for 2.
It'll be out of bounds, heading the other way. Still only a two-possession game at 13-7.
And Piute right in this here, their defense doing a good job keeping them in this game, especially here now in this second quarter as they try to get into a rhythm offensively.
Here's Kennedy trying to drive. Ball's tipped by Millie Hicks. It'll stay here with the T-Birds.
Every time the Wendover defense has a deflection or a block or a steal, Millie Hicks is involved.
Having a fantastic first half right now. Millie Hicks, only 2 points, but she is making her effort known on the defensive side.
And Alvarez gets caught with the reach there. So free throws from the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line for the T-Birds.
Fourth team foul now against the Wildcats. First against Alvarez, but 2:32 now left to go here in the first half, and Piute now could take advantage potentially by getting in the bonus. First one rattles down. Good job that time by Kennedy King as she adds to her total, making it 4 now here in the quarter.
And hit that three-pointer earlier. Now getting it at the free throw line. The easiest way to get into a rhythm offensively when you're not shooting the ball well, get that to the free throw line.
Amy Morgan checks in for Rylan Kennedy and immediately gets the offensive rebound.
And she'll head to the free throw line as that foul puts Wendover over the limit.
So now with 2:31 to go, Piute's in the bonus, and now that's 3 fouls against Aliisha Hernandez.
We'll see if the Wildcats keep her in the game here.
Morgan can't get the first to go from the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. Still scoreless here in this second period.
As now you have 2 post players in foul trouble. The boy sitting on the bench with 2, and Hernandez, who came in for her, now has 3.
Only a 5-point game. Morgan looking to cut it down to 4.
You get Allison Colazzo into the game for the Wildcats, a freshman now, down low.
That's no good, but there's another offensive rebound, and here's a third opportunity to try and get some points. King, far side over to Gaylor, back to Kennedy down low. Kicks it back out. Cameron from deep. No good. Rebound won by the Wildcats.
Bateman now brings it up. Good job from the Wildcats finally getting that rebound to close out the defensive possession.
Here's Alvarez getting it down low to Hicks. Kicks it out. Bateman for 3. No good. Rebound fought for, won by Kaisley King.
And this Wildcats offense just hasn't gotten into that same rhythm they got early on.
There's a turnover again by Piute. They've slowed it down a little bit, but still 12 on the game.
Guess who came away with it, but no other than 15 in black.
Millie Hicks having a fantastic first half. Alvarez calling out the play. 90 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Natalie in the far corner, looking to get a screen from Colazzo. Now looking to go down low. Instead, she'll hand it off to Hicks. Hicks is going to drive, pick up her dribble, kick it out. Bateman now, far wing. Under 10 to go on the shot clock. Hicks with a turnaround jumper. It's blocked. Somehow saved in bounds, but it goes straight over to Tazy Morgan.
And good defense there from Piute. Forcing tough passes. Didn't really get a clean look there, did the Wildcats.
Kaisley King now driving from the near corner, kicks it back out. Here's Gaylor going baseline against Hicks. Up with her right, no good. Hicks with the board.
Hicks did a good job there just staying vertical, allowing her length to disrupt the shot from Gaylor, not reaching over and picking up a foul.
Alvarez calling out the play. About 16 seconds separate shot clock and game clock. Let's see if they go for a 2-for-1. Here's Hicks down low. A foul's going to be called. It's going to be on the floor, so we'll do this again baseline.
And just a 13 foul on Piute here in the third quarter. It'll reset the shot clock, though, so Wendover can hold for one final shot if they choose.
That'll be the first foul against Amy Morgan, as the Wildcats may have the last say here in the first half, as Dallin mentioned. Alvarez looking deep, finds Bateman at the R. She's going to drive, lose the ball for a moment. Hicks recollects. She goes, shot is up, and she's fouled. She'll head to the free throw line for 2.
And a nice drive there from Hicks, showing her ability to go with her right or left hand when she gets going towards the basket. That time picks up or draws the foul, head to the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line.
As mentioned before, Millie Hicks only with 2 points, but she's made her effort and her appearance well known today on both sides of the glass.
And she picks up her third point almost before you said 2 points to make you half wrong.
Yeah, I guess we could say I'm half wrong. Now I'm completely wrong. She's up to 4. She gets 2 from the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. Alvarez looking for the steal, but it soars over her head. Here comes Piute in transition, looking to move quickly, and a foul's going to be called against Collazo on the block.
That'll be Collazo's first foul, but free throws here for Piute as they're in the bonus.
So the freshman picks up the defensive foul. That stops the clock at 22.7. And Amy Morgan with a chance at the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line swishes the first.
Morgan had the lone 2 points for the T-Birds in the first quarter, getting her first point here in the second.
Misses the second. Rebound out to Bateman. Morgan now 1 for 4 from the line here in the second quarter. Collazo asking for it, shoots it, can't get it, but it looks like it's off Kaisley King's hands, so Wildcats will inbound baseline with just under 12 seconds to go.
And Alvarez will inbound here as we get another substitution with Eliza Gonzalez checking in, another freshman for the Wildcats. But imagine they try to get the ball inside to Hicks here in the final 11.9 seconds.
Alvarez looking to her. She finds Millie up top. Hand off to Natalie, but it's off of her feet. She's going to have to recollect. 5 on the clock. Here we go. Bateman screen right. Alvarez, step back 3. Got it! And what a shot at the buzzer from the Bryce Canyon City three-point line for Natalie Alvarez to put Wendover up 18-9. We'll be right back with the SUU halftime report on the other side of this timeout. This is state championship basketball brought to you by Legacy Ace Hardware on 1aball.com and KSLSports.com.
Are you tired of winter and ready to ride? We invite you to the Bryce Canyon Mule Days. Join us in Tropic, Utah, the first week in May for guided mule rides, vendors, food, and fun, including arena events, all mule fun rodeo, and ranch sorting. Then Friday night, a live concert featuring Dave Stamey and Bren Hill. The premier Chrome in the Canyon Mule Sale on Saturday. Learn more at BryceCanyonMuleDays.com, and we will see you there.
This play-by-play sportscast is brought to you by Myers Family Dental. A better life starts with a beautiful smile. Located in Circleville, Utah, Myers Family Dental is a proud supporter of Piute High School athletics. Good luck, Thunderbirds.
Hello, everyone, and welcome out to the SUU halftime report as we see Wendover currently leading Piute 18-9. And you have to think that Natalie Alvarez is a big part of that. She scores 7 with a 3 at the buzzer as we head into the break.
And the point guard for the Wildcats doing it all. 5 second quarter points to lead the scoring, but the first quarter she was facilitating, getting the ball down low to Phoenix DuBois, who had to sit in the second quarter with some foul trouble, but then picked up the scoring there late when the ball went out.
Phoenix had an early 6, and as you mentioned, with that foul trouble, had to sit. We've been talking about Millie Hicks, though. Only 4 points, but it seems like she's been making her presence known to be the star of this game, although she's the 3rd leading scorer on this Wildcat team.
And she's been doing it on the defensive end, getting steals, deflections, blocks, and then getting rebounds as well, allowing the Wildcats to get out in transition when that's been their best offense so far.
Meanwhile, on the other side for Piute, it's Kennedy King leading the way with 4 points, Morgan with 3. But I think the story of the first half, Cameron Gaylor hasn't scored yet.
Yeah, and they're getting good looks. Are the T-Birds just haven't been able to find ways to get the ball into the basket. Have to imagine if you're Tim Westwood and Piute, you have to tell your players, keep shooting those same shots you got in the first half. You're wide open. Those are shots you've made all season. They'll fall in the second half.
This has been your SUU Halftime Report. SUU is where you soar. Check them out at suu.edu.
Piute County Special Service District 1 provides community services to all of Piute County. Bookmobile, recreation, waste management, EMS, and school support. Wishing the T-Birds success. Ruby's Inn General Store has the area's widest selection of Indian arts and crafts, curios, and groceries. Located 1 mile from the entrance to Bryce Canyon National Park, Ruby's General Store has what you need.
You like car shows? Well, let's supersize it as trucks from all over come for you to enjoy at the Panguitch City Truck Show. It's a family fun event on the 4th of July weekend. Friday night is the light show on Panguitch Main Street from 8 to 10:30 p.m. Saturday, the show will be at the Panguitch City Park from 10 to 4. Truck registration is $75. We support all truck drivers that make our communities better, so why not show off their trucks? We wish all teams success.
If you are buying or refinancing a home, did you know you can request your own title company? Keep business local and request security title for all your title, closing, and escrow needs. Travis and Hillary wish all team success in the postseason tournaments.
Stan's Mark and Piute Trail RV Park is your one-stop shopping for gas, groceries, and camping supplies in Circleville. Let's go T-Birds.
Big or small, life is a collection of defining moments. And at Southern Utah University, these moments happen all the time. This is where you find your people, where new friends become like family, where you face challenges with confidence, knowing you have a supportive community cheering you on. These moments are more than just memories. They define who you are and who you will become. This is where you soar. See your future at suu.edu.
From humble beginnings to major discoveries in genetics, medicine, computer science, engineering, and every other corner of campus. It's been a remarkable 175 years, and we are still climbing.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Utah Independent Bank, locally owned with branches to serve you in Beaver, Salina, Monroe, and Milford. Our loan officers and staff are ready to serve you for all your banking needs. Bank with people you know and trust. Get custom banking with custom ideas and custom solutions at Utah Independent Bank.
Larry H. Miller Utah Summer Games is Utah's premier sporting event. The games are hosted by Southern Utah University, and we invite you to be part of the action. Register today and compete in a variety of events, from barrel racing, skeet shooting, basketball, track, arm wrestling, long-range rifle and pistol shooting, ultimate frisbee, horseshoes, swimming, and so much more. Find your event and register today at utahsummergames.org. Trust your smile to Cody Wilson. Located in Cedar City, Wilson Orthodontics creates a fun, efficient environment while perfecting your smile. Schedule an appointment today, 435-586-8980.
Windy Mesa Studios in Panguitch is your local source for personalized and custom printed products. From wholesale items for your gift shop to custom framed or gallery wrapped canvas pictures, we have you covered. Contact us at 435-618-0014.
Imagine a cool winter sunrise with the sound of skates gliding across smooth ice, adding to the soundtrack of winter in Bryce. With the unveiling of the Bryce Canyon Ice Ribbon. The Ice Ribbon offers a meandering path with music echoing through the pines. Ruby's Inn provides crowd-pleasing activities that include ice skating, snowshoeing, and cross-country skiing, with equipment rentals on site. Book now at ruby'sinn.com.
Enhance your farm's productivity with Aero AG Solutions Advanced Spray Drones. Aero AG specializes in custom aerial application of pesticides, herbicides, fertilizers, seed, and more. Call Logan Lefevre at 435-690-9819.
Brown Brothers Construction is your trusted ready-mix supplier. We proudly serve Wayne, Piute, Garfield, and Kane counties, delivering reliable and cost-effective concrete solutions for residential, commercial, and industrial projects. We are excited to announce we now offer concrete pumping services in Kane County. Need to get concrete to a hard-to-reach location? Our concrete pumping services make placement fast, easy, and efficient, saving you time and labor costs. Call us today and experience top-notch service with a commitment to excellence.
Blackburn Propane is a family-owned company. We've been in business for 31 years. Full-service propane company servicing all of central and southern Utah and parts of Nevada and Arizona. We don't just service one, we service all.
Blood's Custom Meat is the answer when the question is where should you go for your meat processing. From beef to wild game, Lane Blood and his crew can take care of any of your custom meat needs. The Piute County Chamber of Commerce welcomes you to the greatest playground in central Utah. Many recreation opportunities are found with horseback riding, hiking, rock hounding, river rafting, and of course ATVing. Come and enjoy Piute County. Go T-Birds!
Bryce Canyon City is your destination for adventure. Cruise the miles of scenic trails on e-bikes, ATVs, horses, mountain bikes, or on foot. Let us take your breath away with a stunning array of winter activities, the rodeo, shopping for memorable souvenirs, world-class stargazing, and of course, the majestic Bryce Canyon National Park. Make Bryce Canyon City your next stop for an unforgettable adventure. All the amenities the city can provide. Visit bryceCanyonCityUT.gov.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back into Richfield High School as we get ready for second half action between the Wendover Wildcats and the Piute Thunderbirds here in the Consolation bracket. Welcome back into the Blackburn Propane broadcast booth as well. Warmth you can rely on, powered by family, fueled by trust. Nate Thatcher alongside Dallin Richards and Aiden, our producer, should be in for a fun one as the Thunderbirds were able to cut a little bit into that deficit before Natalie Alvarez made that three at the end to bring it back up to 9. How do you think the Piute Thunderbirds can get back into this one, cut it to maybe a 2 or 1 possession game as we head into the fourth?
It's going to sound really simple. Make the open shots that you got in the first half, and I feel like they will. They had a lot of good looks. They moved the ball around well, turned the ball over less in the second quarter. They'll still have 12 on the game. Just find a way to keep moving the ball, take those open shots, and trust that they'll fall.
Alvarez gets the inbound pass. She's in the far corner, looking to go down low to Bateman. Now back out to Hicks. Here's Millie driving, going up with the right, leaves it short. Morgan with the rebound.
And strong move there. Hicks just unable to finish.
Amy left open for three, can't connect. There's Phoenix DuBois back in the game. She gets a nice board.
And that was a presence that Wendover missed there in the second quarter when she went out with those 2 fouls. Piute able to get more success offensively once she went out.
Hicks for three won't go, but there's that offensive putback. It misses, though, for Phoenix DuBois.
Now you see the Wildcats mixing up that defense. You've got Millie Hicks out up on the top, kind of just roaming around following the ball there early on.
DuBois almost picks it off in the passing lane as they try to go cross court to Gaylor, but it'll stay here with Piute. We mentioned at halftime, Cameron Gaylor still scoreless after scoring 17 points in yesterday's game and 14 in Wednesday's.
Yeah, and it's just been the transition offense that's missing for Piute. Wendover doing a good job holding everything in the half court, not allowing Gaylor to get out in transition.
Here's Casely up top over to Cameron. We're now at 5 seconds on the shot clock. Piute's got to get something going. Here's Morgan. She's got to drive and put up a deep two, almost banks off the glass. Here's Alvarez, moving in transition. And a reach and foul. Actually, they're just going to say it's out of bounds. Alvarez hit the deck, though.
And even Gaylor's looking back like, yeah, I got all ball.
Hey, if you get it, take it. And a timeout's going to be called by Piute. We'll take it with them. This state championship basketball brought to you by Bryce Canyon Car Show and Fly In on 1aball.com.
The Bryce Canyon Half Marathon course takes you through the iconic red rock that is abundant throughout Bryce Canyon country. Also enjoy the 5K or Color Me Fun run. Register today at BryceCanyonHalfMarathon.com. Race is scheduled for the second Saturday in July.
Circleville Town proudly supports Piute High School in the 1A region and state tournaments. Good luck to all teams participating in the postseason games. Go Thunderbirds.
Welcome back into Richfield High School, coming out of that Zions Bank timeout. For banking that helps you stay in the game, no matter where you are, Zions Bank is for you.
The defense is keeping both teams in the game here, 18-9. A lot of good looks, though. Both offenses moving the ball around. Defense is just coming out on top here early.
Here's Hicks in the corner. Up top to Bateman. Bateman's going to drive right. Picks up her dribble. Oh, a tough turnaround jumper. Falls in. Tabby Bateman back on the board here in the second half.
Her first point of the day, and it comes on the tough turnaround. Starts with the solid drive, and who else but Millie Hicks to get a deflection out of bounds.
So now the Wildcats picking up their defense across half court. We saw a little bit of that from the T-Birds there in the first half.
Yeah, and it all starts with Millie Hicks able to use her long arms to play up on the ball. Makes it real difficult to break the press.
Beautiful play out of transition, and who else? Cameron Gaylor on the board now here in the second half.
And that's what Piute needed to get Gaylor going. Break the press. Gaylor able to get under the basket before the Wildcats could recover.
She does her best in transition, proves it again right there. She's guarding Hicks. And a traveling call will be called against Millie. 7th turnover against Wendover, first here of the third quarter.
And Piute just doing a good job pressuring Hicks as she felt the pressure coming from the backside. Shuffled her feet before she started her power dribble.
Here comes Gaylor again in transition. Out to Casely King in the corner. She tries to go cross court. Montalvo picks it up for a moment, but then Kennedy recollects. Amy's going to slow things down up at the logo. She's guarded closely by Natalie Alvarez. Finally able to get it off to Gaylor at the free throw line, but a traveling violation now called the other way.
And Gaylor's pivot foot just slid there. She was trying to spin around to find a teammate. Turnover 13 for the T-Birds.
Here's that full court press by Piute. It gets lost in the corner. There's a turnover for Wendover. Here's Cameron Gaylor under the basket. A beautiful find, a layup up and in for Amy Morgan.
And I don't know how Gaylor found Morgan there on the wraparound pass, but it was a thing of beauty for the layup.
Lead back down to 7 as Millie Hicks is now wide open the other way, but she misses the layup short. It's going to be out of bounds against the Thunderbirds, though. Cameron Gaylor frustrated with herself that she couldn't corral it down.
Yeah, one Gaylor wants back, but Piute did a good job getting back in transition after the initial miss from Wendover. We'll see what they draw up baseline out of bounds.
Box formation initial. Over to Millie Hicks, who somehow weaves her way past Gaylor and gets an easy 2 off the right side.
And that was a great move there for Hicks, going to her offhand, the right hand, finishing strong through the traffic.
Here's Amy Morgan the other way. Now Gaylor has it over to Kaisley. It's a deep 2, and it splashes down. Kaisley King now with her first 2 of the night.
And you're seeing these same looks that Piute was missing in the first half starting to knock him down here.
Quick 3 was shot up, missed that time from Montalvo. Here comes Piute the other way, still down 7. Still no team with fouls here as the 3 is up, and no good that time from Morgan. Dubois gets the board.
And a tough look there for Morgan, though one she's definitely capable of making from outside.
Here's Alvarez the other way. She led her team with 7 points in the first half. Dishes out to Montalvo, down to Hicks. Picked off for a moment. Montalvo recollects, but then she's fouled as she falls to the ground.
And Amy Morgan just got caught with the trip there. She had dove for the loose ball initially, but goes into Montalvo.
So that'll be the first foul here of the third quarter, but the second foul against Amy Morgan.
It'll be Alvarez to inbound. Another baseline out of bounds play here for the Wildcats.
High pass into Phoenix. Loses it for a moment, but then recollects. Here's Montalvo from the corner. Back out to Bateman. She drives. Oh, tried to find Phoenix down low, but it's a turnover for the Wildcats. Their third now of the third quarter. Here goes Kaisley King the other way. She turns around. Gets it in the corner for a deep 2. Oh, and it spins around and in. Nice shot that time from Kaisley King.
And that's 2 quick buckets for Kaisley King here in the third quarter. Piute's offense picking it up. Now the Wildcats needing to find an answer of their own.
Cuts the lead down to 5. Here's Hicks in deep 2 territory. Down low to Phoenix. Dubois with a bounce pass down low to Bateman. Oh, beautiful offensive possession. Timeout called by the Wildcats right after, and we will take it with them. This is State Championship Basketball brought to you by Garfield Memorial Hospital, TeamHive.live, and KTTA 8.1.
Your car carries you and those you love through the days and years. It deserves the best care you can give it. At Burt Brothers, we can help with
Monument
that.
Valley making a comeback a little
We've
bit.
been doing it better than anyone else since
there's
1991, and we'll keep doing it to get you through all the important moments on life's roads. Because cars are more than how we get from here to there. They're how we get from there to here. Find your nearest store and discover special offers at burtbrothers.com.
And welcome back into the Blackburn Propane broadcast booth as we come out of the Zions Bank timeout for game-winning banking with a home team feel. Zions Bank is for you. 7-point game right now, a little bit of a back-and-forth affair. Somehow the Wildcats still able to stay in front by just a little bit.
Yeah, every time Piute's gone on a run to get back within striking distance, the Wildcats have found a way to get an answer offensively.
Piute almost turns it over as Dubois hits the deck. No foul called at all. Kennedy King, though, with the basketball as she loses it, but it'll stay here with the Thunderbirds.
And Dubois hits the deck, and kind of surprised there wasn't a foul either way, either a block or a charge, but the officials let us play on.
Here's King in the corner. Try to get it down low. Hicks with a foul on a reach-in.
And Hicks just staying aggressive, trying to get her hands on the ball there. And just reached over the back too much. Her second foul.
On a beautiful drive that time by Kennedy. Now over to Kaisley. Goes up, and she's fouled for 2. She'll head to the free throw line. Oh, and they're going to call traveling, actually. Are they?
No.
No. I still need my glasses up here.
Yeah.
I have contacts in, but maybe I should put glasses on.
Yeah. Double protection. You want my contacts as well?
Maybe. You know, I actually saw a story one time of a woman who had over 30 pairs of contacts in her eye. She never took them out. Don't know how she did it, but she did it as Kaisley King gets the first of 2 to go. from the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. Big storyline right now, though. Phoenix picks up her third foul.
Yeah, that's a big one for the Wildcats. King now has 6 third-quarter points for Piute, but they went on their run in the second quarter when Du Bois went out.
Cuts the lead down to 5 as Bateman gets picked off by Kaisley King, and then immediately fouled by Alvarez in retaliation. So Piute making a little bit of a run here in the third.
And it starts with their defense getting those turnovers and getting back in transition. Now 3 fouls on the Wildcats here in the third quarter, nearing closer to the penalty.
And once again with Du Bois on the bench, Gaylor now comes back in. You'd have to think that they're looking at number 22 to get something going.
And we'll see how Wendover counters that.
Here's Morgan up top. Now over to Tazy. Here's Gaylor in the corner. Looks to get a screen. Nice pick and roll action with Kaisley. She's fouled on a layup attempt, so she'll go back to the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line for 2 more.
That was a picture-perfect pick and roll there. Stockton to Malone-esque with Gaylor and Morgan. Tazy getting back to the free throw line as she went through the contact.
Montalvo picks up her first. That's Kaisley looking to add on to her stellar third, and she does right there. 3 of 3 now from the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. And this will be her 8th point of the quarter if she makes this. Swishes it.
You were about to have a lot of angry Piute fans coming up to the broadcast booth.
I think I'll just stay quiet then for the rest of the free throws. As Alvarez with a nice floater in transition, just to respond right as Piute's making a run.
And the first points of the second half for Alvarez come on a tough floater. They needed her most in the second. She came up big.
Tazy for 3 from the top of the key. Banks no good. Hernandez with a big board. Here's Alvarez the other way. Looking to find Millie Hicks in her matchup with Tazy. Instead, she's going to go over to Montalvo. Right wing. Up top, Bateman. Now over to Hicks. Hicks picks up her dribble on the left. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Bateman's got it. Back to Hicks. Millie's going to drive. Tabby's got it in the corner. She gets a couple screens. Now it's back out to Alvarez. 5 seconds on the shot clock. She's near the logo. Something's got to go. And she's going to throw it down to Hicks, but she's going to get it off too late in time. That's going to be a shot clock violation. 4th turnover now for the Wildcats here in the third quarter.
And just a lack of awareness there on the shot clock, going too deep into it. Alvarez made the right play trying to get Hicks on the block. It was just too late, unable to get the shot off.
Here's Kaisley King driving with the ball. She gets a nice shot off the glass on the right side. She is on fire right now as she hits a bank shot brought to you by State Bank of Southern Utah.
10 third-quarter points now for King. Really keeping Piute within the striking distance here on their comeback.
Here's Hicks, left wing. She's going to drive, goes up. Nice defense that time by Gaylor. Hernandez with the offensive board and a foul called down low against the Thunderbirds.
And it was a good move there for Hicks. I'm not really sure how she was able to, while in the air, avoid the contact and a charge call there, but got a good shot off still, and then Hernandez crashes the offensive glass to give the Wildcats a second opportunity.
Somehow able to stop on a dime before she encountered the perfect contact by Gaylor. Somehow doesn't corral the offensive rebound off the miss on the left side, and a foul is going to be called. Looks to be against Millie. Nope. Instead, looks like it's going to be, they're going to call it against Bateman, it looks like.
It's the second on Bateman, but now the T-Birds in the bonus. They get a long walk down to the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line.
So here's Gaylor to get some more points on the board. Puts down the first. She now has all 3 of her points here in the third as it goes from the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. To go 2 for 2. No, she misses the second. Rebound fought for, and that time it looked like Kennedy was going after it, then stops for a moment, and Coach Westwood was telling her to go after it. It's going to be out on us. Here comes Alvarez in transition. She's fouled.
Just the third foul on Piute here in the third quarter, but bringing back that full court pressure defense, see if the Wildcats are able to break it.
Gaylor picks up her second. Alvarez will inbound sideline. and she throws it right to Piute. Nice steal that time by Tazy Morgan. Here's Amy. She's going to drive, goes all the way up to the cup on the left side, gets it to go. We've got a tie ball game at 26.
Amy Morgan just going coast to coast there after the turnover. The nice left-handed layup.
Here's Hicks up top. Over to Montalvo in the corner. Thought about a three. Now she'll take it from the left side. It's short, and Piute's just going to let it go out of bounds.
And Kennedy did a good job boxing out there to not allow Hernandez to chase down the offensive rebound.
Coach Alvarez frustrated with his team as they've seen their double-digit lead absolutely slip away.
And credit to Piute on the comeback as well, doing a good job staying composed even when those shots weren't falling early.
Piute looking to take their first lead of the game. Here's Amy Morgan up top, out to Gaylor. Gaylor's going to drive, puts up the two, it's short. Hicks with the board. And a massive rebound once again for number 15.
Now the Wildcats, if they want.
Montalvo puts up a three, hits top of the backboard. Piute with a last-second shot. Can they get it in transition? No. They're just going to let it run out as it looks like Kennedy didn't see that the clock was going. And we'll head to the fourth quarter tied up at 26 apiece. This is State Championship Basketball brought to you by Hardin Reese Construction on KSLSports.com.
For all your residential and commercial plumbing needs, contact Color Country Plumbing. Specializing in new construction, call today, 435-231-3950. Wishing all of Region 20 success in the postseason. Cowboy Smokehouse in Panguitch, Utah, where real cowboys along with locals gather for our famous homemade food. Big news! We are in our new location. We couldn't be more pleased. With a new large banquet room to accommodate large parties and events. Come join us at the Cowboy Smokehouse in Panguitch.
Fab Rats is an entertaining YouTube channel based in beautiful southern Utah. Paul, Michelle, and the crew showcase major and minor fabrication builds, off-road adventures, family fun, and much more. Check them out on YouTube and subscribe today.
Celebrating over 80 years of service, Garfield Ready Mix and Bryce Valley Builders are proud to sponsor 1A basketball. Providing quality concrete to Piute, Kane, Garfield, and Wayne counties, the mudders at Garfield Ready Mix are the best around.
Welcome back into the Blackburn Propane broadcast booth. Warmth you can rely on, powered by family, fueled by trust. Nate Thatcher alongside Dallin Richards and Aiden, our producers. We get ready for what should be a doozy here in the fourth. Wendover and Piute tied at 26.
Yeah, and it was the Piute T-Birds coming in the third quarter, coming back down by double digits, all the way back down to tie.
Piute's going to start with the ball, still looking to get their first lead of the game. They have a chance to do so right here. Gaylor with a nice pass down low to Morgan. She's fouled on her layup attempt, so she has a chance to get that lead from the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line.
I believe that's going to be the third foul on Hicks. It is. So now her and Dubois both dealing with some foul trouble.
Phoenix Dubois back in the game, still getting minimal time because of that foul trouble. First free throw, no good that time for Tazy, so she'll have to wait a few more seconds to get an attempt to get their first lead. Here comes the second. It's up, and no good, but they get their own offensive rebound. Here's Gaylor up top. Back over to Tazy, who finds Casely. She had all 10 of her points there in the third quarter. Tazy now has it in the far corner. Here comes Gaylor, up near the logo, picks up her dribble. Now Morgan has it at the logo. 10 on the shot clock, and a traveling violation called against Amy Morgan, and the first turnover for the fourth quarter for Piute.
And Morgan just got caught with a foot up in the air, trying to find someone to pass it to. Unable to get the pass off, though, before that foot came down.
Here's Hicks, open in transition, finds a wide open Montalvo underneath the basket, but it goes right off her hands, and there's a turnover for the Wildcats, their 12th of the game.
And just a bit too fast there. Montalvo not expecting the pass from Hicks. It was the right play, just put a little too much mustard on it.
Still tied up at 26 with 7 minutes to go here in the fourth. Amy Morgan brings it across the timeline. Wendover in the zone defense. They find Kaisley King in the corner. She's guarded by Hicks. She tried to go back up top, but it's somehow saved inbounds by King. Here's Cameron Gaylor going right to left. Up with her right, it's short. Hicks with another massive rebound.
That was great defense from Du Bois. Staying vertical, not picking up another foul.
Alvarez almost picked off, but she keeps it. Gets a screen, moving left to right. Now picks up her dribble. Over to Hicks, left side. Hicks is going to go down. Hand off Alvarez, floater up, rattles in. Wildcats back up by 2.
Alvarez, the first player for the Wildcats in double digits now with 11. A tough shot maker, as you see it there again with the tough floater.
First points by either team here in the fourth quarter. Here's Kennedy King. Over to Gaylor. Thought about a 3, instead takes a running 2 jumper. It's short. Rebound fought for and won by Ramirez. Alvarez is going to slow things down. Moving right, down to Du Bois, but it's picked off by Gaylor down low. Nice defense by 22.
And just timed it perfectly as they try to get Du Bois down low on the block.
Coach Westwood telling him to go. 2-point shot deep is up and no good that time. A miss from Kennedy. And here comes the Wildcats the other way. Alvarez weaving her way through, and she's fouled from behind by Amy Morgan.
And that was a heads-up play by Alvarez, something you see Chris Paul do a lot when he's in transition. Slow down just enough for the defender to run in behind you and knock you down. And as Morgan picks up her 3rd foul.
Alvarez, a player with high IQ, as Montalvo checks back in and Ramirez heads to the bench.
As a Jazz fan, I always hated when Chris Paul did that.
I think any NBA fan that went against Chris Paul hated his moves. He's a player as well, like Natalie, with high IQ. Alvarez pump fakes a 3. Oh, and a tough scooping shot. She'll be fouled on the attempt, and good sportsmanship as she heads back to lead Kaisley King to her feet.
And another nifty move there for Alvarez with the scoop shot going under the arm there of King to pick up, or to draw the foul, get to the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line.
So Alvarez looking to take over for her squad here in the 4th. Only person to make a bucket for either team. And now a chance to add to that at the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. First one's up and in. Alvarez with some fantastic games these last few days. She finished with 17 points and 2 threes yesterday. And now she's up to 12, maybe 13 with this one, and she hits it. Timeout called by the Wildcats. We'll take it with them. This is State Championship Basketball brought to you by Color Country Plumbing on TeamHive.live.
Are you looking for ways to protect your agricultural-related investments from lack of precipitation and market downturns? We are the Ag Experts. Our team specializes in PRF insurance, LRP insurance, and ranch insurance. Give Chad a call today to learn how you can protect your calf check from the market downturns and your livestock range from drought. Don't get caught at the bottom of the cycles. Choose the experts. Choose us, your agriculture insurance specialists. Call Chad Lyman with Tyler Jeffs & Associates at 435-633-5981.
Mom, we're going to Sam's.
Somebody shut the door!
Coming out of that Zions Bank timeout for banking that helps you stay in the game no matter where you are. Zions Bank is for you. Natalie Alvarez with all 4 points here in the 4th quarter as they were able to break the tie. The Wildcats were, and they lead at 30-26.
Yeah, and every time that Piute has answered back and made a run against this lead that Wendover's had for the entire game, the Wildcats found a way to answer. Alvarez doing it here to start the 4th quarter.
So here we go. Piute with the basketball, still looking to get their first bucket here in the 4th quarter. Alvarez is going to come up to guard Tazy up close. Morgan's got it. And she's slowly going to bring it across the timeline where Natalie meets her. Oh, and an unfortunate turnover for Piute as it's off the hands of Kennedy King in the near corner. 15 turnovers now for the Thunderbirds. Only 3 though here in the second half. Here's Bateman in transition. Gets it off the glass on the left side. And Bateman has helped Wendover regain this lead. They're up 2 possessions, 32-26.
That was the best that Wendover's done, breaking the press here early, getting the easy layup with Bateman.
Here's Amy Morgan up top. Over to King, left side. Now to the middle to Gaylor, back up top. Morgan's open for 3. She cashes it in. Amy Morgan with her first 3 of today's game from the Bryce Canyon City 3-point line.
And you knew it was Amy Morgan was due for a 3. When the T-Birds needed it the most, she came up big.
That cuts the deficit in half. They now only trail it by 3. Here's Montalvo holding out the ball. Up top to Alvarez for a deep 3. Off the glass, no good. Dubois with a big putback. That one doesn't go. Piute with the defensive board.
Gets knocked out by Wendover as well. Piute gets the defensive stop. Now here almost halfway through this fourth quarter. See if they try to go for a tie once again with a 3.
Amy Morgan just hit a big 3 from downtown to cut this to a 3-point game. They can cut it to 1 or tie right here. There's a beautiful pass down low, overshoots Gaylor, and a traveling violation is going to be called against the Wildcats, so it comes right back to Piute. That's 14 turnovers for Wendover. So they're right there with Piute.
And both teams have done a better job here in the second half taking care of the ball. Whichever team can do it the final 4 minutes will come out with the win.
Kaisley King up top, right wing, kicks it in the corner. Here's Kennedy King, tries to get it to Amy Morgan. It finds its way over to Tazy after being tipped. Gaylor in the near corner, goes against Dubois. Jumpers up, no good. Fight for the rebound, won by Bateman somehow. Wow, she ripped that one away. Here's Alvarez in the open floor. Goes up, and she's fouled on her layup. And they're going to say it's on the floor, so they'll inbound baseline as it'll be the 13th foul against the Thunderbirds.
And Natalie Alvarez has a different gear when she wants to get going in transition, as you saw there, as Morgan picks up her 4th foul.
That's a big one, as Amy just hit the second of 2 threes made by Piute to cut this lead in half. As they try to get it down low to Hicks. Stolen for a moment. Gaylor falls on it, and it looks like a foul is going to be called against Alvarez.
In the 15th Wendover turnover, Piute has done a real good job on those baseline out-of-bounds plays of getting deflections, not allowing anything to get inside as the Wildcats try to get it to Hicks or Dubois.
Alvarez picks up her 3rd. We've got 3:30 to go now here in this one. It's a 3-point game. Morgan's got it. Over to Kennedy King. Pass was intended for Casey, it looks like, but Amy controls at the left side of the R. Oh, and a beautiful pass down low to a wide-open Tazy, who gets 2 off the right side.
What a pass from Morgan to Morgan there. Amy finding Tazy for the easy layup.
It's a 1-point game. Here's Wendover. Bateman, she's going to drive. She's met in the paint by Gaylor, and we've got a jump ball staying here with the Wildcats.
And Wendover trying to get the ball inside, but Piute crashing in on the drive, forcing another jump ball.
Hicks still scoreless here in the 4th, and a timeout's taken. We'll take it with them. This is state championship basketball brought to you by SUU on TeamHive.live and KTTA 8.1.
Propane proudly sponsors Region 20 basketball. We're here to meet your propane needs. Call us 800-747-5403.
When it comes to traditions, at the top of the list has to be a stop at Henry's Drive-In on Highway 89 in Penguich for a hot and juicy chubby cheeseburger and an order of homemade onion rings. From the amazing crew at Henry's, they wish all teams success.
Camille Bagley with HighCountryRealty.net. With over 25 years helping buyers and sellers with their real estate needs. Give Camille a call and turn your dream into an address. HighCountryRealty.net.
Welcome you back into the Blackburn Propane broadcast booth coming out of that Zions Bank timeout. For banking that helps you power forward, Zions Bank is for you. Only a 1-point game. We saw it was tied going into the fourth. The Wildcats took a lead, made a little bit of a difference there, but Piute making a push right now. They cut it to 1.
It was a 6-0 run for Wendover to start the fourth quarter, a 5-0 run here for Piute over the last couple minutes. Basketball's always a game of runs. Which team here today comes out with the last one?
Wildcats with the basketball. Oh, Hicks. Nice job pulling it in near the perimeter as Montalvo has it in the corner trying to get it downloaded to Boy. She loses the basketball. It's on the floor. Hicks with a jump shot, and she collects it, and that is a massive shot from 15.
Millie Hicks with 8 points, and she might go down as the most influenced game by a single player without getting in double digits. I say then she'll probably score again here to get to 10.
Here's Cameron Gaylor in the corner. Up top to Kaisley King. She loses it for a moment. Now it's back over to Morgan for 3. Bullseye! Amy Morgan now with 2 3-pointers from the Bryce Canyon City three-point line here in the fourth. It ties things back up.
When Piute needs a basket, they find number 2, that time open in the corner, letting it rip.
Here's Montalvo, far side. Back up to Alvarez. 20 on the shot clock, 2 minutes left in the game. Hicks now has it. She's got it near the logo, but she turns it right over. Here comes Piute. Over to Gaylor. And then they turn it over as they try to push in transition. So both teams now with 16 turnovers after those went back-to-back both ways.
And each team just trying to get out. That lead. Piute still looking for their first lead of the game. They tied it there at the end of the third quarter. Can never get over that hump. We'll see if they can get a stop and get over the hump here.
Alvarez met with a double team, and there's another turnover. 2 straight for the Wildcats. Hicks tips it out of bounds, but it'll stay with the Thunderbirds on their own baseline.
Just going back and forth here. Neither team wants to give up the turnover battle here.
Get a little sloppy here as we near the end of the game. A tie ball game as Amy Morgan has 6 of her 13 here in the fourth thanks to 2 threes. Tazy for 2 and the lead. The first for the Thunderbirds here in the game.
Great inbound play on the baseline out of bounds. Tazy Morgan open for the 8-foot jumper.
Here's Alvarez over to Hicks. Millie out to Bateman. Bateman's going to drive, picks up her dribble, and she travels with the basketball.
That pivot foot just slid there for Bateman. And the tough move trying to spin back for the jumper.
Alvarez telling his team to get back and play defense before half court. Oh, and Alvarez goes down. And she's struggling. She's on the floor. We're going to take a timeout as they attend to her. This is State Championship Basketball brought to you by the Bryce Canyon Half Marathon on KSLSports.com.
Junction destination located in the middle of the Piute ATV trail system with the beautiful Beaver Mountains to the west and the Monroe Mountains to the east and world-class trout fishing just minutes away. Wishing the T-Birds success.
The town of Kingston proudly supports all Piute High School athletes. Best of luck to all the hard-working Region 20 teams in the tournament games. Go Thunderbirds.
KP Livestock Covers builds tough, custom livestock covers, farm structures, and more built to last. If you can dream it, we can build it. Proudly supporting 1A sports and the communities that make them great. Call Kate Severe for customizations, quotes, and deliveries at 435-418-0989.
Welcome back in as we saw Natalie Alvarez hit the deck and had a hard time putting any weight on her right leg. We hope that she's okay, but they're going to have to do without her in this final minute and 8 seconds as the Wildcats trail it for the first time tonight by 2. Piute with the basketball. Here's Tazy up top, over to Kennedy King in the corner. Cross-court pass to Gaylor. Under a minute now in this game. A bucket here would be huge for the Thunderbirds. Tazy Morgan in the corner. Double teamed. Out to Gaylor. It's a deep 2 straight away. No good. Amy Morgan fighting for the board. Phoenix Dubois, that's a big one. She collects it.
And about a 7-second difference here, the shot and game clock. See what Wendover elects to do.
Phoenix Dubois loses it for a moment. She goes from the perimeter, down low, but misses the layup. Gaylor with the rebound and a foul against the Wildcats, as now they're going to have to foul a few more times to send Piute to the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line.
Yeah, and it was a good look there from Dubois. He's unable to finish. Piute with the good defense made it a difficult shot down under the basket.
So the Thunderbirds moving it in baseline. Timeout called by Piute. We'll take it with them. This is state championship basketball brought to you by Zions Bank on KSLSports.com.
Last Chance Lumber is located in Circleville, Utah and specializes in custom rough cut lumber. They offer quality products at fair prices. Contact Scott Dalton today at 435-231-3263 for your next order. Go T-Birds! The town of Marysville wishes all participating teams good luck in the postseason tournaments. Located in Piute County, Marysville is known for its various ATV trails and gorgeous scenery. They host many annual events with activities for the whole family. Go Thunderbirds!
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
Welcome back to Ridgefield High School, coming out of the Zions Bank timeout. For banking designed to help you score more, Zions Bank is for you. And Dallin, Piute with the basketball, up 2 with 26.6 seconds to go. What are you doing if you're the Wildcats trying to defend this?
Well, with 26 seconds left, you still have 2 more fouls you have to give before Piute goes to the free throw line, but you can be extra aggressive here, trying to get steals as Piute goes for the Hail Mary.
What a beautiful play to Morgan, who goes up for the layup and is fouled. Wow, what an excellently designed play out of the timeout.
And the Hail Mary pass thrown right on the money. Morgan catches it in stride and wisely just goes all the way to the basket to try to get the layup. Instead, she'll go to the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line.
So a 2-for-2 trip here from Amy Morgan would go a long way here in this game. A reminder, she's 1 for 4 today. First one's up, cashes it in. Nothing but net from the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line.
Now 7 fourth-quarter points to double up her total for the game at 14.
This one's huge. No good. Phoenix Dubois with the rebound. Wildcats have a chance. Here comes Hicks in the corner to Montalvo. Picks up her dribble. Now Hicks has it. Back out. 3 from the corner. It hits the back of the backboard. Refs are going to confer to see if it was tipped. And it was. They're going to say it was tipped, so Wildcats still with the basketball. 12 seconds to go here. Timeout. Wildcats will take it with them. Never mind. My producer's going to correct me. We're going to stay right here. So 37-34, you're down 3, and you're missing your main scorer, especially from the perimeter in Alvarez. You still have Hicks and Dubois down low if you want to get a quick 2. But what would you draw up right now if you're Coach Alvarez?
Yeah, you have enough time for a quick 2. I think under the basket here on the inbound, you try to get it to Dubois or Hicks. If they're open right away, they can go for the layup. If not, it's easier to kick it back out to the three-point line, get a more in-rhythm 3 to one of your shooters after starting down low.
And if you were to pick a shooter that you'd like to shoot this, depending on how this game has gone, who would you like to go to?
See, and that's where it gets hard because we haven't been able to see Alvarez come back after she got banged up. She would be the go-to. I could also see Millie Hicks being one to go and take that outside shot. She's shot a few here today, have been close. One of your better players. Try to get it to Dubois inside and let her kick it back out to Hicks.
Alvarez, as you mentioned, she's the only player to hit a Bryce Canyon City 3 for the Wildcats in today's game. So if they do end up going for that three-point shot and it goes in, that'll be the first one besides Alvarez to make one.
And we'll see what they draw up here. Just under 12 seconds left. Hicks will inbound. Now, I like this as well because Hicks is a taller player and a good passer. She can see over the Piute defense.
So here we go. Wildcats down 3 with the basketball on their own baseline. Hicks looking to inbound. Still looking. Finds Phoenix in the corner, but it's going to be off of her hands and just a disastrous turnover for the Wildcats here in the end.
Yeah, it was a good play there. The boy couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Here comes another inbound play. They find Tazy Morgan, but no one's near here. Amy's got it. And finally, they foul her with 6.6 seconds to go. And that will be the 5th team foul. So right here, Amy Morgan with a chance to send the game away for sure.
Yeah, big free throws coming up here for Amy Morgan, who's come up big in the 4th quarter when Piute needed her the most. Hit a couple of big-time threes. Now some time for some clutch free throws.
Morgan with the first, rattles it in, and that's the big one right there. Second one, no good. Here comes Hernandez. With a few seconds left, Dubois got it. Back up top to Hernandez at the buzzer. It's short, and that will do it. Piute storms all the way back and takes the lead in the final moments to win it 38-34. We'll be right back with the Ruby's Inn postgame report and highlight the State Bank of Southern Utah play of the game and the Larry H. Miller Utah Summer Games player of the game. This is State Championship Basketball brought to you by the Garcane Propane on TeamHive.live and KSLSports.com.